a lot of the times intervals become inverted. And that's super easy. So let's say we got the interval C to F again. C, D, E, F. Perfect fourth. Well, what if I invert that and it becomes F to C? F, G, A, B, C. Well, if you know the interval from C to F already, which is a perfect fourth, all you have to do to get the inversion is think about the number 9. So everything has to add up to 9. So let's say I have 9. Okay, C to F, C, D, E, F, perfect fourth. If we have 9 and we take away 4, which is our interval, perfect fourth, we're left with 5. Oh, the interval of a perfect fourth is a fifth. And in this case, it's a perfect fifth, F to C. Okay, because F is now your new root of your new interval, F, G, A, B, C. Oh, so fourths and fifths, perfect fourths always become perfect fifths always become perfect fourths. Major seconds, what's 9 minus 2? Oh, it's 7. The quality flips. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So if I have a major second and I invert it, it's going to be a seventh. What kind of seventh? The quality flips also from your original. Okay, so you're flipping the number and you're flipping the quality. So for example, if I do C to D is a major second, okay, 9 minus 2 is 7, so D to C is some kind of a seventh interval. What kind? Let's find out. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It's a minor seventh interval because the quality flipped from the original interval. So if the original interval is a major second, the inversion of that major second is a minor seventh. So to review real quick, seconds and sevenths go together. They're inversions of each other. Thirds and sixths are inversions of each other. And fourths and fifths are inversions of each other. And then the quality flips. So if you have a major second, the inversion is a minor seventh. If you have a minor seventh, the inversion is a major second. If you have a perfect fifth, the inversion actually in this case stays perfect. Fourths and fifths stay perfect. So that gets into inversions. Now you probably want to do a little bit more study on that, but that's a quick tip on how you can get your inversions down pretty quick. So hopefully this was a good introduction to intervals, and with a little bit of thought and a little bit of practice, you'll have intervals down in no time.